4200, which it will show when you are writing ng serve. No, look at that screen, it will show that URL.
URL will come automatically, or I need to open in browser?
Look at my screen, look at my screen. Yesterday what folder I created, I forgot. What was the folder yesterday I showed demo? Temp1, very good. See here, see, then my app was TAP1. Alright. And now, please see Ranjit properly. Others also please observe. Others also please observe. I started this.
Yeah, I able to see all those codes, everything. But in browser, I want to know how to see in the browser. What the output?
I'm to that. What is the app I created here?
Yes, I am able to see that code. But output, how to see that Angular output in the browser?
That only I am trying to show. Please wait. Please wait.
Okay.
I don't know what later I did. Yeah. Till here you are clear?
Yeah, I am clear here.
Now, wait. Yeah. Now, you maximize this window and then type what? You did this also.
Yeah, I have done this.
Now, concentrate on the screen. Once I press enter, now look at the screen here, what it says.
Okay.
Just keep watching. It's taking a little long.
Okay.
I don't know why it's taking long. There are multiple Visual Studios. As that comes, let me tell you, when you run this command, that command, it will show you, what is the URL to browse.
Okay.
What is the URL to browse? Yeah. Did you see it? Yeah. Did you notice that HTTP colon please?
Yeah.
That is what you have to type.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Right. That's why I was showing you that. Be patient when I am answering you. Right? Good. Very good. That tells me that you all have worked on it. Everybody else is looking. I didn't start the session. Kartikeya, just now I'm answering everybody's answers. Kartikeya, you got your email answer? You questioned something. I think you got your answer. No reply. worry about port number, guys, because port number you can always change. Just type in Google how to change NG port number. You will get the answer where to change it. In this configuration, you will have somewhere where you can change that port number. You can always change the port number. Don't be mad behind that changing the port. Still you are worried, I will give you also how to change. But just give me 1 minute, I am answering to somebody. Yeah, other questions you have, please go ahead and type. Yes,
Unmuted.
yes, Ranjan also wants to talk. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hello.
I have unmuted you. You can now speak, Ranjan.
Yes, sir.
Ramesh, I am coming to your question after Ranjan audio.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Arey, Ranjan.
Hello, sir.
Ranjan Singh, do you want to ask question? Ranjan Swain?
Yes, sir. Are you able to, am I audible?
Very low you are.
Okay, sir. Actually, I want to ask that how we
No. Others, are you able to hear his question? Anybody help me?
Yeah.
Voice is clear? Is it low for me only or
yes,
for all I am just...
Sir, I want to ask that general websites we are deploying, right? In the we are
still I am not getting Ranjan. Little bit more.
So how to deploy this application Angular 4, because lot of configuration are there. How we are going to deploy in the general hosting server?
See, if you are using Angular in MVC application, then when you deploy MVC, automatically Angular gets deployed. Otherwise, you want to deploy Angular as an independent application, then you have to change the development mode to production mode and deploy all these files. That's all.
Well, previously what we have to do, we take the file and server we used to keep that one. Like that we are going to
you have to allocate, create server, do all that. If you have time, anyhow, I will be showing you how to deploy. That time you can learn.
Actually, initially I want to create one project. I know also TypeScript and all those. So I want to do one demo deployment. Are you providing any server kind of things so that where we can deploy and all?
That's what I'm telling. Deploying an Angular app is nothing but changing the settings to production mode and then using that files. That's all.
Okay, if I'm having
you will not have deployment like how you have in Visual Studio. Like that, you will not have any tool like that.
So one-click deployment and that writing the script, we are writing the PowerShell script, right? I want
put a question to me, in the mail. I'll answer. The others will not understand what we both are talking.
Okay, then I'll
okay. Yes. Yeah. Somebody else also raised hand.
Muted.
No. Okay. Any more? I was just searching for where you can change that port number, some file where you will see where you can change that. Okay. So you will have an option to change because I run with many servers. I don't remember where and all that is. Anyhow, I think I can just search. Yes. Meanwhile, let me ask Ramesh question. Let me see the Ramesh question. So what Ramesh was asking me, let me just see please. Okay, just search the node how to change the port number. Maybe I'll take it offline and show you. Yeah, so Ramesh was asking me what? So many questions. Okay, you are getting port number 1.0.5. Version is 1.0.5. Is that your question, Ramesh? No, he wants to permanently change. Yeah, you can change. I told him there is a command for that to change. Don't worry. Yeah, what was that Ramesh question? Yeah, you want to ask? Okay, go ahead, Ramesh. Ramesh, you can ask the question now. Hello? Is he there or not? Or am I audible? Yeah, from my side it's good. Yeah, then we are not getting your voice. I have unmuted you. Maybe your audio, you are in unmute stage only. Okay, type your question if that is the TypeScript one. Can you just copy paste again your question? Okay, yeah, you tried with command prompt npm install -g TypeScript. Okay, then. After that, what happened? Okay, yeah, still you are getting 1.02 version only. That's fine. Okay, so after doing all the work, still you are getting 1.0.2. Don't worry. Yesterday I gave you a path. I think again I will go there. Others also later this will not be resolved. Please now only learn this. You might also get problem later about this. See Ramesh, go to environment variables, then go to path. Okay, go to path. Just a second, somebody's again. Okay, now in path, what you have to do, Ramesh, is where is that TypeScript path? TypeScript here. So what you have to do is you go, now itself you can do. You go to this folder and in TypeScript, in your machine, how many versions are there? Please check. In this folder, how many versions are there? You check it, please. You are in Windows 10? So late I am getting answers, I don't know. Okay, Windows 8. Anyhow, just say start and type environment variables in Windows 10 also. Okay, see environment variables. Otherwise, in control panel system also you can. From control panel system also you can. Others, this is also part of the session, important. Later when you are doing Visual Studio also, you might encounter this one. Okay, so let him do as I am showing. Go to, yes, have you got Ramesh? Are you in that environment variables now? Yes, very good. Now, did you find TypeScript in that multiple or only one is there? Okay, so we'll try it. You have to remove other TypeScript settings and keep only the latest folder. You keep only the, you'll be able to do that. You keep on, say OK, then you go back and type tsc-v. You will be getting the latest, TypeScript version. You will be getting the latest TypeScript version. Okay. Right. So still I am with you. Don't worry. If you are not getting, you can still ask me. But that is what is troubling. You have old path setting in that. That is why. Otherwise, you can also uninstall old versions in your machine. You can also uninstall old version in your machines. Right, so I think this session is not going for all doubts. It is required piece because you need to do an entire course with all this stuff is what we are talking now. Right, so if you are successful, that means your now system is ready, okay, with Angular 2 development or Angular 4 development from Visual Studio environment. Okay, from Visual Studio environment, you are now ready to get into Angular 4. So let's try to understand now how Angular 4 programming is done. Let's try to understand that now. Okay. Yes, I did not. I am now going to, yes. So we now learned how you can create your application. So basically, once you create your application using ng-new, followed by whatever folder and all that, you will be displayed with this project structure trees. Okay. very, very important now what I am talking, all of you. But you can take little time to understand that in multiple sessions also. Angular has, two different ways of managing its project, please. Angular has two different ways of managing the project. Yesterday what I told you is different ways are there to create project, I said, and today what I am telling is it has different ways to manage the project is what I am telling. And these two ways of managing project, they are generally called as, one is System.js style and the other one is with Webpack. These two methods, you have to follow any one method in building your application. When Angular 2 got launched, they relied on system.js.config.js file, which manages the entire project related files and other modules. Okay, then slowly a new thing called Webpack was introduced, and Webpack started giving more productive way, more easier way, and a more lightweight way of managing the project, please. Webpack setup project Angular 2 or Angular 4 with Webpack model of project, like that we used to call. Both we will do, please. Okay. Now out of these two methods, over a period of time, Webpack has gained lot of popularity. Webpack has gained lot of popularity, please. Okay, and the latest Angular CLI, uses Webpack style of installation or management, please. I hope you're understanding, all of you. Okay, the latest, Angular CLI doesn't go with, System.js style of managing the project, please. Okay, so earlier what we used to do, when you create an Angular project with Angular CLI, okay, with Angular CLI, then we used to install Webpack separately using npm install Webpack, and then we used to create the Webpack files, Webpack config file, all that, because Webpack manages completely your project files, where to locate them, where to move them. Just now in ASP.NET Core class, those who were there, I was talking about Bower. Like that, you can use Webpack also for Angular project, please. It is very, very popular, for Angular. And now what project I created is with Webpack only, please. All of you, with Webpack only, please, because the latest CLI does it with Webpack. Where do you find these Webpack and all that? We will see that. In technical words, all of you, Webpack is a tool. Anybody asks you in interview, what is Webpack? Then please answer, Webpack is a tool which provides us, module bundler concept. It allows us to bundle application source code in convenient chunks, okay, and giving it to browser in a lot optimized way. Very smart Webpack is, you write 100 Angular JS or Angular programs, it will scan all your programs and bundle properly the files and then release only particular files to the customer. So in the last version and this version, Webpack has gained a lot of popularity, please. Okay. Again, I am telling you in an easier way, all of you note down. Webpack is a tool. It's a tool. And the purpose of this tool is it will help us because Angular is modular, I told you, it provides you very powerful module bundling, please. Module bundling, powerful module bundling. People who don't know what is a bundle, okay, please don't get confused. A bundle means it is a JavaScript file that will add all multiple file assets into single files, please. Into single file. Okay? No, it is not. Please keep your questions only in the questions time. It is not Microsoft tool, please. Okay, it's an open source tool. So I hope you understood. I was talking about what? A bundle. Bundle, those who don't know, in easier way I will tell you. I have 10 JavaScript files. I have added that in one HTML page. When I request HTML page, total 11 requests will be made for that page. I made one request only, but that will call another 10 files. So 11 trips is really costly. So how do I make that 11 trips? How do I reduce? I will go to Webpack and tell Webpack, please bundle my 10 files into 1 or 2. Then Webpack will bundle all that, and whenever you make a request to HTML, it would send only 1 or 2 or 3 as you configure it. That is called as bundler, please. And a bundle can always have JavaScript, CSS, or in other words, anything actually. So Webpack is an interview question. Lot people ask you, okay, and they ask several methods, all that, please. Okay. Is it fine now? So Webpack is important, all of you. At least what I told you, that you need to know. And why I am telling that in the beginning only? Because the Angular CLI which I have used, which created a project for me, is, created with Webpack module bundler only. With Webpack module bundler only. Okay, I hope you understood that. Let's go ahead, and I also wanted to show you, but I don't know where I'm missing that. Okay, as you just understand that, I will show you that file. where you mention all this Webpack settings is you will have a separate configuration file for that, please, all of you. You will be having a separate configuration file which we normally call as webpack.config.js in the past. Webpack.config.js. So many things will be created for Webpack, please. Okay, I wanted to show that only to you, but if I search now, I will get so many files. I'm just trying to pick that single file for you so that I can show you how that Webpack content all will be there, please. Okay. Otherwise, what you people can do, try to go to app folder and search for Webpack. You will see so many things are going to come. Okay. When I show you how you can configure and all, that time we will see, please. Okay, still I think the files I am not talking, but I told you about that project management tool called Webpack and System.js, two methods. System.js we have not seen now, we have now seen the Webpack setup, please. Done. Next. So I hope you might have noticed whenever you try to create ng new, okay, ng new followed by something, then you might have seen that Webpack compiled successfully, something like that. You would get the message actually. So that is your Webpack content, please. Okay. Or it is approved that it is doing with your Webpack, please. Okay. You can create your own Webpack also manually, please, but not required in this project that we created. Right. Now, before I show that to you, yes, go ahead. Anybody has a question now? Come on. Now you can ask me. But come, all of you, most of the time if you take for question, some things please try to get it on your own. Otherwise, a lot of our time we go only for questions, then we will not have class. Please, again, in the ending, I would be in little pressure to complete and maybe compromise on one or two. Yes, quickly, any question? Okay, so that's fine. I think none of them had any query. So let me go now to the next one, please. So just remember that we have that two options. Okay, one is System.js and other one is Webpack one. Okay, now from there, maybe in the time I cannot show all project structure, but let me show you some very, very important things, please. Angular 4 structure goes like this. You can see the various folders that are created, please. Okay, the various folders. When all these are created, whenever I said ng new followed by folder name, all these files got created, please. And this is not a small thing, please, all of you. I would like to show you in my thing, all of you. See how many files are created. If you see here in temp1, this is my project. I just go and browse properties you would see please all of you, ng new will create nearly 154 MB of project. What is all this 154 MB? These are the various node modules that are required during development of an Angular application. Did you see majority of your project content is node modules? And what these node modules include, this is where your Angular is present. Please see here. This is all Angular libraries, everybody. Angular 4, animations, CLI, common, compiler, core, forms, all this we are going to work. So whatever libraries we are using, they are all here, please. They are all open source, no? So you will have all of those files. No questions on this, what these files, what content and all. You should go through this one if you want to know. But these are the various node modules which are created. Now E2E folder, what you see is for testing. Okay, when you talk about testing, these files are required. And SRC is the folder where my project is present. SRC is the folder where my project is present. This is my project, all of you. You have to always write your code in these places. And in this, some files are mandatory, some are optional. Slowly you will understand, but as much as possible you understand it now. If you don't mind, can you just reply, are you here everybody, yes, no? Yes, yes. So is audio video good? Because it's showing very healthy in my status. It's good, right? Okay, so yeah, please always respond to me. Sometimes I get doubt people are here or not. Yeah, now SRC is our cup of tea. You need to write all your code in SRC folder, and preferably inside SRC you create a folder called app. Preferably, not compulsorily. App is the folder where you start writing your programs, please. This will take time to explain module, component and all, but now let me finish the folders all. SRC app is the folder, and this is a program actually what we created. App.component, all this. I will talk about this. This is a program, okay? So whenever you are creating a program, you might probably create multiple files like this, okay? What are each file? Definitely you will understand, don't worry, right now. App is the folder. Assets, environments, all these are, the settings file. Just now, you see, Ranjan was asking, how do I deploy? I told him there will be a production file. You have to set in that and then use that as part of your program and all is this one only. Once you set this and run your Angular builds very small one. It builds a very small file. And if anybody wants to ask me, whenever I deploy Angular application, do I require all these files? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. You don't require all this, don't worry. But during development, you require all this, that's for sure. During development, you require all this. Otherwise, Angular will not work. I think in earlier session, somebody was asking me, why Node.js when Angular is not using, we are not using Node.js. See, lot of Angular modules are dependent on Node.js minded. So during development, Angular requires Node.js. Now, let me go ahead. Nothing other files. Now, some files, whichever files I can cover now, all of you, that let me tell you. Now, index.html is just an HTML page which is a startup page for our application. Okay, index.html. I will show the content, don't worry, right now. Index.html is a startup page for my application, please. Okay. So whenever I launch my website, I think when we launched, yesterday and all, NG serve, you opened browser and you got welcome to Angular 4. That is all coming from this index.cshtml only. You can probably see the code of this. I'll show it in VS Code only. Okay, so index.cshtml or index.html, sorry. See, this is the file. Okay, so everything in this will come into our discussion, please. But right now, you can see that body app root is only there. We'll talk about this app root. And then, all of you, I have tsconfig.app.json, which is basically script configuration file settings. For TypeScript, anything you want to generate or anything you want to specify, you always specify that in tsconfig.app.json. Okay. Earlier we had tsconfig.json. Okay. Now this file is also important, please. This is extended by this tsconfig.app.json. See the beauty here, you say generate TypeScript code to ES 2015, then it will generate according to this version only. But if you write here ES4, then it will generate according to ES4 only, please. That's the beauty of TypeScript, I must tell you. Whenever you write any TypeScript code, system will generate automatically the JavaScript code in the respective directory, please. In the respective directory, I said. And you can see that is your out-tsc and /app, like that. It automatically creates your output there, please, your JS files when you run it. Okay. So what is the Angular style of coding? So again, tsconfig.json is also not a great file for us, but yes, it's an important file. Little bit like where you tell anything about TypeScript. You want to give any instructions to TypeScript, then this is the file, tsconfig.json. Please remember it. Don't worry about the files which I'm not telling. They will come in my discussion. Karma is the test configuration. Protractor is test runner, please. In one testing session that we will have, Karma, Protractor, I will be showing you. That time I will talk about these files. Okay. So all our code is written in src app folder. Still another few minutes, I am moving ahead. All are interconnected or not, leave it. Whatever I am showing, just write that file names so that you think that, oh yes, I know this file I discussed in the beginning, like that. Now Angular has a mechanism of bootstrapping its application. Two very valuable points. Give me some time to show this practically, maybe in the next session. But right now, two very valuable points. Bootstrapping and modular architecture. Angular completely enforces us to go with modular architecture, and it asks us to write every line of code or every code in modules. Okay, in modules. Now by default, this template which is created, all of you, this template which is created by CLI, there is one file. Can you see here, all of you? In SRC, okay, you have app.module.ts, that is under app. Under app.module.ts. And here I can show you, this is how you create a module in Angular. There is a simple default module. Okay, see here, 2 points I told you. One is bootstrapping and the second one is module. Both I am going to tell you now, and repeat the same in the next class. App.module.ts is one module which is created in Angular project, because in Angular you cannot write any code without a module. Compulsory you have to create a module. And how do you create a module, please, all of you? Import browser module from Angular/platform browser. Next, import ng module from Angular/core. Just like using statements in .NET, you have import statement in your TypeScript, please. So to create a module, you need to import ng module, please. You need to import ng module. Okay, I told you to type at the end when I am asking questions. Then import ng module. Next, to create a class, you will write class name, but to create a module in Angular, you have to write @ng module. This is creating a module. Okay, or I should not say creating a module. This is an attribute, or what should I tell you? Adding a, actually in technically this is called decorator, but what I am trying to tell you is, you are creating a module called, see please here, class app module. What makes this TypeScript class as an Angular module means this instruction. I will write for you, see please here. Normally I want to create a what example in .NET I should take? Public class form1 : form. I think familiar, all of you. When you write that, what happens? You are creating form1, extending what class, please? Form class. That's it. Now this instruction in .NET also, we go and write on top of the form some things. I don't know, you see something like I can write serializable. Now this is my attribute in .NET. Like serializable, here you have decorators in Angular. Decorators, we call decorators. Now, so here you are not extending anything, but how this class is made as a module means class, and you have to decorate it with @ng module with all the options. So all of you must now learn how to create a module in Angular 4. Okay, first write that 2 import statements, please. Write that 2 import statements, create one class, follow naming convention. Modules are always created with a word called module. Don't go much deeper. Now see here, suppose right click, I am creating one new file. See, my module dot ts. I am creating it. Okay. Then to create one module, first I need to definitely import this, and then what is export? I will tell you, don't worry. Export class, I will call this as my module, and this is just a class. Now how do I make this as a module? Is using this ng module. So once you write inside ng module all the options, then this becomes a module. What are those options? I will tell you, don't be in a hurry now. So can I ask you now, forget program where input comes, output comes, don't be in a hurry please. There are a lot of new people in this. First tell me how to create a module in Angular. Have you understood the syntax or not? Sure. Yes, you are telling me, that's good. And sample is there here, don't worry, okay? How to use this module, what to write inside next. And answer me again quickly, is it mandatory to create a module in Angular? Yes, please. Without module, you cannot write any program. At least one module, but best practice is a module should have other modules. You should write all your programming in the form of various modules, please. In the form of various modules, okay? Alright, that is one thing I want to tell you. Now, okay, I don't want to save this, let me create, but this is my predefined, pre-created module. Now the question is, from where, all of you, the next one more point I told I will tell you, that is this one. From where actually my programming starts in Angular. Just like in C# you will have main, in core Java you will have main, method, like that. In Angular, you have one file called main.ts. Main.ts, nothing but main.js. TS will get converted to JS. Here is main.ts. All of you, here is main.ts, where I have, you know, all of you see, import, enable, prod mode. Forget these things, okay? Just concentrate on what I am showing you. Webpack I told, system.js I told. Webpack will push you to main.ts as the entry point. And in main.ts, did you notice here what is this line? Import app module from this file, just which I showed you. Then please see platform browser dynamic dot bootstrap module of app module. So that means you are telling, hey, entry point is main.ts. From here I am pushing you to app.module.ts. Now you don't want this module to be used. You want to use your own my module. All of you. You want to use your own my module. Then what you have to do? Go to main.ts, import my module from that file, and then write bootstrap module of my module. Please confirm. This one also, have you understood? Other entries, don't worry. Main.ts is entry point, you can think like. And in that, import your module and bootstrap module of app module. So that is where you your entry starts. And inside that app module, what is there, how it will go further, that is next. So that's all please for now. I told you whatever possible, but I know, yes, this is the flow please. Yes, this is the flow. From config you land to main.ts. From main.ts you push yourself to a module which you define there. And inside that module, you will start with one component, that is app component. That is our next class. So like a flow also I can give you, because I don't want you to be ignorant on this. See, like this. Not that. Angular config pushes to which file? Main.ts. Main.ts will load the parent, or not parent, the root module. This is called root module, the one which you load first. Load root module. Okay? And the root module takes you to component. Component I did not tell you. Now see, there is one question. In spite of telling, when I ask you and tell you questions, then only ask, still you are typing on question Ajay Singh. I will miss next time. If you don't answer again, you will put question mark, question mark. See now, if I have 3 more modules, then all that you need to add? No. No please. Here, only one module you have to add. Others also, I think you would like to know this. One module only you should add, and in that module, you will add other modules here. See, here. I will show you later also when we create. You got my point? Here you will load, comma. For example, another module you want. So you can write here, my module. So root module will be only one. That root module you have to write it in your main.ts file. Syntaxes are not like this. Okay, we will do last. We will create multiple modules and we will learn how to add it, all that, don't worry. But now have you understood please, others also, not only the one who asked question. Entry point is one module. In that module you will add another modules. Syntax you have to wait. For long time you have to wait. You have to first learn how to create components, then you will learn. But all of you understood at least this half part which I told you. No limitation for creating modules. You can create as many as you want. Enterprise-wide project can have 1000 modules also. Right, so we're already out of time. Please go ahead. Reduce your questions by just practicing, because now questions are going to very entry level please. Okay, so please try to little save our time. Okay, our next class will be on Monday. You will get a new link for Monday please. Please register and join all of you. So that's all for today. Okay, let's meet on Monday. Okay, bye bye all of you.